Okay, let's see here. Are we up? I think we're up. Okay. Yeah, we are. Cool deal. Anyways, hello. Hi. I'm DVC. Welcome back to another video of Ark Talks. This time we're talking about PvP and why I don't like it. Quite. I have a bit of a bias here, and I talked a little bit about it on the last episode of Ark Talks in the administration PvP or GCM episode. So check that out if you haven't. But anyways, PvP is something that I have a purely hate relationship with, mostly due to the fact that um well, I'll say it this way. I don't like the idea of just destroying other people's stuff and then freaking just claiming it as your own. Like, you didn't work your butt off to get that stuff, so why are you doing that? And speaking of PvP, I was a little bit late here because I was just returning our dear friend Mr. Thought Knight here his base, which the upgraded base that I mentioned a couple times, and I mentioned yesterday that I didn't have to upgrade, but I did anyway because this guy has just been really good to us, and he even gave me a really cool Tropio saddle. So I upgraded his base, all that kind of stuff. As an admin, I didn't have to do that, but I did. But anyways, one of the main this kind of stuff right here is exactly why I don't like PvP. This dude is not a violent player. He hasn't really messed with anyone. He's just on here, breeding up dinosaurs and minding his own business. He didn't do anything. And you get people that just show up, see PvP, see that a server is boosted, and just decide, ooh, we're gonna ignore the rules and just. Yeah, I came down hard on the folks that attacked him, and they were immediately destroyed for doing so. It was a very fun time. I'll tell you what. But yeah, no, I have a bit of an experience with PvP. I didn't mind it when I first started playing Ark and I was first exposed to it, because for a long while I only ever played in my single player. If I had my own channel up, I would be able to show you guys the many episodes I did that were just PvE. I was just surviving the map playing on my own. I would have people join me, and it would be that stupid proximity thing that nobody likes. But it was pretty fun. It was enjoyable for the time, for what it was, and it really wasn't as bothersome as people make it out to be, because PvP can be interesting. It can be fun, but for me, it's not. Why? Because I don't like the idea of destroying other people's stuff, especially on like official, where it takes like, I think it's 2 weeks or something to raise a giga, or is it 1 week? I don't know. It's regardless, but either way, it takes a stupid amount of time to raise a Giganotosaurus on official, and that is exactly why I don't play it. By the way, I'm not a big fan of official. I've never been a big fan of official at all. In fact, I despise official. And if I could literally take one thing out of this game, it would literally be, well, I could sit here and rag. I'll say it like this: I could sit here and rag on how terrible PvP is and why it should be treated as a separate entity from this game at all. Because I've said it before in videos, and I'll say it again. When it comes to like, ooh, hello, you're cool looking. It's about your 4 or 5. When it comes to creatures, like the mini nerfs and whatnot that have happened to certain creatures, like the Volanosaur, the Managarmr, the Giga, why would I, a PvE player, want those nerfs to be a thing? Why would I, a PvE player, care about all the meshing and stuff? Why would I care about that? That is a PvP thing that has nothing to do with me standing over here in the corner enjoying my little aspect of the game. That's silly. PvP takes up a mass majority of the changes in this game, and it shows. It shows in a very big way, and it is super, super, super annoying. It is so annoying. I've been on the team of literally remove all the freaking being able to decide on what changes come into the PvE section that only really affect the PvP. I've been in the camp that kind of stuff just should not happen. I think it's absolutely silly. Now, as for what you could do to fix that, well, it's simple. Just separate the functions, and if it's PvE, then you get the additional option to apply nerfs. Plain and simple. Like, there are some aspects in this game that don't need to be here. For example, why would I want the Managarmr nerfed in PvE? That doesn't make any sense. There's a lot of things that are just decided for this game that don't make any sense. I don't know. I could seriously talk rag on PvP all day, but if I could circle back around and just talk about my experience with it, it was interesting. I was on a different server before I discovered that you could actually rent servers. I was on this non-dedicated, basically single player world with a couple friends, and we did PvP and stuff like that there. And it was, you know what, actually, well, we had a little bit of amnesty from getting attacked because I did videos on it, and literally us getting completely wiped would be problematic to the video creation, so we had a bit of amnesty in the sense of literally, if you offline raid us, you will be wiped. And I was good friends with the admin, and we kind of, was that abused? A little bit, kind of, but not too much, because we still did end up fighting other tribes. That kind of stuff still happened. It just wasn't very often, if that makes any sense. You know, I have been invited to a party by Mr. Nightstalker and Mr. Lone Wolf. So, let's jump in. But anyways, if I could literally just give me 1 second as I join this thing, so I don't cut these guys off if they're talking. There we are, gentlemen. It's been a while. How are we? Well, actually, I just talked to Lone Wolf yesterday. Nightstalker! Stranger danger, who dis? But anyways, I was literally talking about my experience, my history of PvP, and literally at the very start of it. But anyways, yeah, were we ever attacked? Yeah. Did we defend ourselves? Yeah. Was it a whole lot of fun breeding Rexes and stuff and getting mutations and all that kind of craziness? Oh yeah, absolutely. It was great. We had literally whole armies of creatures and whatnot, and it was pretty dope. When we finally got twins of Rexes and whatnot, it was pretty dope. And we just bred off of those two, and everyone had their own personal T-Rex that they like bred up and like imprinted on. It was super cool. It was super cool. And only a couple of times did the admin actually directly help us, like with anything. And he had like really fun challenges, like, oh, if you find this creature, this stupidly high level creature and tame it, you can keep it. It was that kind of thing. Now, obviously, we couldn't breed the thing, but still, it was pretty darn fun. And that was pretty much my primary experience with PvP. It wasn't very violent, it wasn't very extreme, but it was still fun. Now, once I started playing on official, that's where things started to get really interesting. Oh my gosh, did it come out a little bit? Okay, that's where things started to really getting interesting, because there was only ever I want to say one or two actual people. Like there was literally a dog fight with like Argus Pteranodons and like Quetzals, and it was pretty dope actually. It was pretty freaking wild. Like we were fighting this other tribe, allies were helping us, everyone was getting picked off their Argus and like dropped. It was pretty dope actually. And I don't recall the other one, but I do at one point remember getting on and our base was attacked and like we got completely wiped. So it's like, oh well, I don't think I'm gonna be playing on here anymore because this is a big no. But yeah, no, it was fun while it lasted, but I knew for a fact that it wasn't gonna be something I was gonna keep, because even when I wasn't even like a tribe leader, I did help out a lot. I was a part of a Giga raising. I did help out with that a ton. I ran and gathered meat. It was pretty dope. But yeah, no, that kind of stuff was fun for a little while, and then after a while, it just got super annoying. I'm like, okay, I can't be asked. Like this is too much. And then I discovered that you can actually rent your own servers and whatnot, and that was actually really cool. And that's when I discovered the custom servers and whatnot, and like how that stuff operated. And it kind of just went from there. Was it fun? Oh yes, absolutely. Was it actually interesting discovering that you can actually spawn in creatures and do all this crazy admin stuff that I knew nothing about? Oh yeah. All that stuff was fun. And this is actually, I think my discovery of administration far predates my meeting of actually you two even. So that was like early in the Ark career before I really even realized, excuse me, what any of this admin stuff was. Like, wait, I can do that? Like, it was pretty great. It's pretty darn great. And after a while, just fast forward a bunch, I just decided that PvP was not for me. And literally after getting wiped more than once for just playing the game, I was like, okay, you know what? I can't do it. This is bothersome. Can't be asked to stick with this game mode, this type of gameplay. And after getting wiped more than once, too, it's like, no, this is annoying. I'm not going to play like this anymore. So I didn't. And so ever since then, it's only been like, I've been a little lukewarm to it. I don't allow it on my servers, because then you get Fortnite's situation, where I gotta come on here and like play defense. I don't like raiding. I especially don't like offline raiding. If you offline raid, you're just a coward. I don't care what anyone says. You're a coward. If you can't just fight somebody and fight somebody while they're online, you're a coward. You're the biggest coward ever, and you just should not play the game at all. If you're gonna act like that, if you're gonna be like that. Oh, this person told me to F off one time, so I'm gonna offline raid and like destroy everything that they worked very hard to get. I'm gonna be a freaking nasty jerk about it. Yeah, I never liked that. I was never a big fan of that in the first place, even when I played PvP. What's up, dude? Mr. Aranda? I think that's how you say it? Cool. Welcome to the stream. But yeah, I was fine while it lasted, but I don't allow it. Now, do we have PvP on here? Yeah. I've said it once and I'll say it a million times. The only reason we have PvP active on here is so we can like eliminate the babies that we don't want to keep. Like, especially when we're doing mutations and such. Like, if it ain't got a mutation on, color mutation or a stat mutation on it, we sometimes don't keep the stat mutations, but why would we want this? It is useless to us. Sure, I don't care, just don't PvP.
Join the server?
Like, and I'm getting into why it's actually active right now, so perfect timing. Ones. And if it was straight up PvE, we would have to claim it and then kill it. And Night Stalker can attest to this. That is super annoying. Like, I remember the last time we played Scorched, we ended up doing that just so people would not PvP on the server. It was so annoying. So we just said, you know what, sod it. Let's just keep PvP on, and if anyone decides to be violent, they're just going to get kicked. That's going to be in it, and that'll be the end of it. If they don't want to listen, they're going to get kicked. They will be banned. That's just it. That's just it. We decided from the get. And me, as both Night Stalker and I pay for the server, we both technically run the darn thing. Obviously, we have the ultimate say on the matter. So, to anyone that tries to argue with us, like I said in the last Ark Talks, you're just going to get banned by default. You don't get to argue with us. We run the server, dang it. So shut your face if you want to argue like that.
Are you
like, you're just like I said last time, you're just a rando that joined. Yes, in fact I am. And this thing is literally programmed with adults in mind. Like, that's why it's so boosted, and that's why we have the freaking breeding timers turned off. And it's also for the sake of convenience for the videos and whatnot. Not besides the point. For a long while, we had adults playing on here, and what the heck is this lag? We had adults playing on here who all had jobs and didn't have time. Just like, oh, we're gonna breed our stegos one time, and we gotta wait 6 hours. Yeah, it's like, yeah, no, sod that. We're not having that. So let's turn that off. It's all for the sake of convenience. Now, I used to come down hard on the whole age range thing, but considering it's practically summer, I'm a little bit more lenient with that, but I'm still going to hold on to, if you PvP, you will be banned. I'm still holding on to that. I don't care about your age terribly much. I think the bare minimum would be like, what did I say, 16-ish? Somewhere around there? Because I'm an adult. It's kind of creepy having a bunch of children on my server. That's creepy. And I like, seriously, I had screenshots of this, but I seriously got called a perv for being an adult, wanting only adult teenage.
Oh shit, yeah, I remember that. That was jokes.
Someone explain to me how that makes sense. That is dumb. That is so dumb. Like, I'm an adult. Of course I'm gonna want late teens to adults on my server. Duh. Or hour, but same difference. Like, golly, yeah. That is so stupid. I just kind of laughed at that. Like, yeah, you can get off my server. Like, did you say the freaking? Did you say that I'm gonna get? If you give me admin, I'll give you nudes. Like, what? No.
It's
no.
literally just.
That was so stupid and gross. Like, okay, listen. You do you, and if you want to do that, fine. But no, not me. No, that's you can stay away with that. Like, you're not getting any special treatment at all. Like, no, that's not how this works. Like,
all I'm gonna say.
No.
All I'm gonna say is someone's gonna use just the stream in like a year's time trying to cancel you or something.
And then here you come, like, you know, that's bullcrap. Here's what's really going on.
What he had to do it by accident.
The image saved.
It's right there. It's right there in our chat.
Literally.
I'm sorry, Rhonda. I don't know what you're talking about, dude. You kind of lost me there.
What did they say?
I don't know what's happening right now, actually.
So, let me open up your stream.
But yeah, no. To say all that, just to say that PvP is not for me. I mean, I might allow it one time as like a special thing to where like, oh, invite a bunch of people to come on and we'll give you
Wherever
like
you
3 hours prep
clearly
time
you
and
do
you
it
can
right.
like, I'll like upgrade my defenses and whatnot, and you can like try to PvP us or something
I think that would be a cool thing to
PV.
do, like, but before
as an
moving servers and
mm-hmm.
if there's like diners we don't want to take over.
PvP.
Yeah, right, exactly. But then again, consider also this is home base.
True, but
So
you did say you were going to consider making Crystal Isles home base whenever that decides to come over.
that is true too. Like, well, for the moment, this is. That's still till September, and plus, I'm also
Yeah.
also to both of you. I'm in the process of moving all the cryopods to the facility.
So I'm just quickly dying for a second.
Yeah, right.
No,
Ah,
it's
okay.
not.
Okay, I kind of understand what you mean, but yeah, no, slowly but surely moving everything. I haven't moved everything out of Knight's what's it base, but I'm slowly but surely moving everything from one to the other, like the circle breeding thing to the facility right now. That's the stuff I'm moving out right now.
Ah, okay.
It's moving slowly but surely.
Yeah. I think we should still do something with the cave area in the Highlands.
Oh yeah, no doubt, no doubt. I mean, it's basically just sitting there at this point. But
I mean, you could go back
go
to
on.
what's it, 2019? Was it 2018 DVC where you had all like a lot of dinos just hidden in the caves?
This is true. And you know what? Actually, I think we're pretty much done on the PvP spectrum, unless you guys have something you want to add.
PvP sucks, especially if it's on official.
Oh yeah, and as for what
Can I play
what I
with?
would usually do for because see, one thing that I do for Ark Talks for you guys is at towards the end, one of the last things I say is how could you really fix the problem. And I don't think there is really an effective way to fix this because both PvP and PvE is so ingrained into this game that trying to separate the two, it would be like pulling teeth at this point. But I will say this: purely PvE servers should have the option to be able to say, oh, like for example, the thing that we said earlier on, we should be able to get the option to be able to kill unclaimed creatures, like just like a tick box. That would
Yeah.
be great because some days I really don't feel safe having PvP on my server and not having like turrets on or like an overshield protecting my stuff. Because as I said early
Exactly.
on, this is a Let's Play server. I do my Let's Plays on this server. So I'm very particular about my stuff. Or our,
Naturally.
but same difference.
Basically yours.
Right. But still, I would just, if you could just do that one thing right there, I would be satisfied. Okay, nerfs are gonna happen. Buffs are gonna happen. That's unavoidable at this point. If you could like decide on whether or not you want those buffs or nerfs to be applied, that would be pretty good too. Because again, the flyer nerf. Why would us on PvE want that? Why would we want that? Being able to tick that box off would be pretty cool too. But yeah, I have nothing really else to add to this thing. But yeah, if you guys have anything else to add to this, let me know in the comment thing. I'm not gonna tell you to subscribe. It would be cool if you did, though. I'm not gonna tell you to like. It would still be cool if you did. But yeah, I'll be seeing y'all next time. If you have anything to add or you have any questions, be sure to ask. And I'll see you next time. Bye bye, folks.